Hello, my beautiful loves. It's Shiloh here from Perfect Shade Cosmetics. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to use our Shiloh Beauty Foundation and to get two different finishes. On my right-hand side, I'm going to show you how to do a matte finish. And on my left-hand side, I'm going to show you how to do a dewy finish using our Shiloh Beauty range of foundations and powders and highlighters. So first, before I do anything, I'm going to prime my face as per the basic makeup application steps. And then I'm going to apply my real eye cream. So I'm going to show you step by step. So first, the primer, Shiloh Beauty SPF 50 Photoshop Primer, to be applied on the entire face. And because it's quite matte, because of winter, you've got to really get it in and really massage it in. All the way down to your neck or any visible skin. I'm going to leave the eye area out because I am going to be applying the real eye cream over and under as well. If you have a little bit of puffiness, then the real eye cream works excellently above on the eyelid as well as under. So see, you really got to rub it in. Any white spots, those are titanium dioxide beads, which is also anti-aging and SPF 50. So no, titanium dioxide is usually a base ingredient in sunblock, but it's also in all of our foundations as well. But in our primer, it acts as an anti-aging as well because we have an extra ingredient in our primer that helps with that. So you can see what it's done. It has really sealed all of my pores, blurred out my marks as because that's why we call it Photoshop primer. You can see it's a lot less visible. Now I'm going to apply my real eye cream and give it 3 minutes. So I'm going to apply it and then leave it to see my real eye cream and leave it to do its work, which is to freeze the entire top and bottom and smoothen and lift as well as remove all of your puffiness. And because it's got a slight peachy finish, then it also minimizes the appearance of your dark circles. I'm just going to pat, pat, pat. Okay. And then I'm also going to apply to areas where I have fine lines, which is around my mouth. So yes, that's the real eye cream. It has so many different functions. If I want this area to be lifted as well, I will just apply the real eye cream. So I just want to show you versatility of products. If you have fine lines here as well, you can apply the real eye cream around your nasal area where you have lines here. So you basically like Botoxing your entire face with the real eye cream, which is excellent to smoothen and lift. So you can see that my puffiness is gone completely so that you also don't apply a whole lot of product around your eye area, which is going to eventually leave, you can see the little residue that's left behind here. But if you're applying it on all of your areas that need a bit of lifting, blurring out, and freezing wrinkles and fine lines, then the real eye cream can be used on all of those areas. So it's not specifically only for your eyes. You can use it on any area of your face. Next, I'm going to just give my entire face a spray with our fixing spray. It doesn't really matter in which order you're applying all of the products that I'm showing you. What's important is that you are applying all of the products so that you're not going to get, an effect that we are not promising you, but that you are going to get an effect that we are guaranteeing. So I'm going to apply the fixing spray now. And it's also going to take out any of the white residue that's left behind. Alternatively, the instructions in the box also advises you to just apply small, 1 drop of water on that area so that you can get all of this residue out. So I'm just going to apply a little bit extra there. Next, on my right hand side, I'm going to start off with our Shiloh Beauty powder. Okay, in number 3. On my right hand side, and on my left hand side, I'm just going to leave it as is. So use a beauty blender and just dab some of the powder on. So if you have very oily skin, then you can actually layer the step here. So you can do your powder, you can do your corrector foundation powder, and you can do your corrector foundation powder again. Right, so I'm leaving the dewy side as is. My real eye cream has taken effect. You can see it all over, so smooth. You can see that all of my pigmentation and freckles have been minimized with the powder. So next, I'm going to use our corrector in Latte. But you can also use coffee as your corrector, and you can also use caramel as a corrector and foundation. So all of our foundations are very versatile. So Latte is not just a corrector, it is a corrector as well as a foundation. But I'm going to be using Latte in the Ultra Essence range. I'm going to be using Latte in the Ultra Essence range, and that's how you know it is when your ingredient starts off with aqua. So I'm going to apply this on both sides, on areas that are still dark after everything. After I've applied my real eye cream and powder. So if there's any more areas that need to be corrected, I will just dab. I just had a hormonal breakout, so this side needed more coverage in terms of neutralizing. Slight discoloration. This area here used to be like gray and like really dark as a child. And, I would be so conscious of this area. But I'm so glad that my skincare range has really significantly lightened this area here. And I don't need to even worry about makeup anymore in this area. Okay, so that's my corrector. Next is my foundation in Honey. I'm going for a bronze look. I like this. You can see it's also the Ultra Essence. So I'm going for the slightly yellowy bronzed finish. So I'm going to apply that. First, I'm going to dot it on. on the entire face. Starting off with the matte side first. And then the dewy side. Then using a blender just to blend. I like to pat over my eye area with the blender so that I get an even finish. Patting on the spot of beauty. Next, I'm going to focus under the eyes with a smaller brush and around the brows because my brows are already done, so I don't want to go and mess up the shape for this natural look. I'm going to use this together with my honey foundation and just dab. Spot concealing on areas that need extra. Everything has been covered beautifully. Now I'm going to apply more powder on the matte side. And if you have really oily skin, then what I suggest you do is spray your blender with fixing spray and then dab your powder. But if you have pigmentation, what I suggest you do is that your first layer needs to be sprayed on with the fixing spray. So try that first so that you don't move any of your extra coverage around your pigmentation. So I just wanted to explain and demonstrate to you how versatile the Shiloh Beauty range of foundations and powders are, because it caters to all of your skin care needs, whether you have really oily skin, whether you have dry skin, whether you have like highly pigmented skin, or anything, especially if you have wrinkles and you are really you aging. So the Shiloh Beauty range takes years off your skin because of its anti-aging properties. The serums that we have included in our range, it's just amazing. Gosh, look at how smooth that finish is. So I'm going to show you again now, if you have really oily skin, how to layer on the matte side, because a lot of my big brand clients claim that it just gives you that it's got more coverage, but it's not a matter of looking like you've got a mask on. You've got to still look natural but matte. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do a second layer. Spray with the fixing spray and then dab on more powder. Now at this point, if you have like you can still see your pigmentation, then I would rather that you do another layer of foundation on this area. But because I am covered, I am now just going to apply another layer of powder. Use the pointy side of the beauty blender to get underneath, like really close. Get into all the small pores that are not being sealed. Okay, dabbing the forehead all the way down to the neck. So you can actually go up to 4 layers to get your matte finish. So right side is now done. I'm going to leave it as is, and now I'm going to focus on my dewy side. So the first thing I'm going to do on my dewy side is seal underneath the eyes. First, I'm going to remove any lines that may have settled. So remove any lines, add on a little bit more product if necessary. Remove the lines from on the lids as well. If you're not using a lot of eyeshadow, if you are using an eyeshadow, leave it unsealed so that you can just apply it directly straight onto your foundation. Directly onto your foundation. Okay, so the only area that I'm sealing with powder is underneath the eyes, because you don't want to get any highlighter under your eyes, because it will accentuate your lines and your wrinkles. Okay, a very light dusting of powder, a very light dusting of powder around the mouth with a powder brush. I'm going to seal my neck with powder. Next, I'm going to use the Radiant Image palette with a light dusting of the fixing spray first. With a light spritz of the fixing spray first. And then I'm going to use a combination of everything just to brush on over the areas that are not powdered. Okay. If you want a bronzy look, you can use Goddess Glow. If you want a light pink look, you can use Kimmy Boo from the Radiant Image palette. And if you want a slightly flush look, then you can use the Rosy and Ready. I'm going with Goddess Glow and Kimmy Boo. And then I'm going to fix the entire face after making sure it is completely smooth, even, and covered just the way we like it. Spritz. Okay, so there you have it, ladies. The matte finish on my right hand side, which can actually be layered up to 4 layers, and then on my left hand side I've got the dewy finish, just one finish. And if you wanted really dewy and highlighted, then you can actually do a second layer, but I'm happy with mine, so I am just going to leave it as is. Thank you for watching all of my videos. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Shiloh Beauty. And if you would like to see more of these amazing videos, please WhatsApp us on 079 272 4713. Bye.